I mean, I think if he should comment on this one. The question is, we've gone to vote a lot of times. People hear things about your vote doesn't really matter, and you're going there, you're going to sweat. Then what's the point, right?
No, but I really think that the vote, your voting really counts and it matters. It does matter. In fact, your presence there at the polling booths makes a whole lot of difference. Yeah. Because having witnessed several, elections over the years, you could see that everything can never be perfect, but your presence there could make a remarkable difference in terms of the counting, in terms of the logistics, in terms of help. We're not yet there. Remember, we're still a third world country, so many logistics issues, and you can actually prefer solution. In fact, there's an instance whereby we had youth corps members that was within my own district. I fed them throughout the time. I took it upon myself because I felt that sitting down for that long, after a while they become edgy. But when they've had food, they've had drink, they are relaxed, they are waiting to count, they are happy, and they are doing the work.
So they won't collect the politicians' food because you fed them. You know what, you see, Omojuwa said that the elections have already been won and lost. Isn't that discouraging?
No, I don't want that to be perceived in that way. I'm speaking to those that want to get in.
Yes.
Like if I want to run for office, this needs to be made clear. If I want to run for office in 2019, it's really too late for me. But it's not too late for the voter to decide who wins or who loses. But the structural reality of who to meet in terms of all the, depending on what election you're having, all the travels, first of all, even whether registering a new party, whether joining the party, you have to touch lives. People have to see that you're doing that thing you want to do in politics.
But if so much infrastructure, I mean, borrowing from the current Ekiti State governor, because it does work. If so much infrastructure is what matters, then, or godfatherism, then it can happen. Even 10 months.
Even that needs a process.
That's a tall order.
So anybody who's coming out now to say he's running for office is wasting his time.
He's not wasting his time. He or she is not wasting his time, because if you think about the fact that you're always going to be around, like he said, then you have a chance. But you've got to start as soon as you need to start.
Okay, if you're just running because you want to be president or governor or whatever in 2019,
you look like a joker.
You look like a joker, because if you don't get it, do you quit?
It's a long time. And it's not just a Nigerian thing. Look, all over the world, there are situations where people have had to run again to even win. Not necessarily the same position. Even the president had to run 3 times, and then somehow fate and everything happened, and he finally got to win. This game is a long-term game. Like most things in life, really. You've got to stick to it.
Most things in life that matter. It's a long-time game. It's not one big, right?
Politics matter. It affects everything you do.
That's what I'm saying. Until we realize that it matters who we put there, that sometimes you can make a mistake. Which means, for example, this whole talk of who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, I want us to round up now by saying, what kind of picture do you see happening? And this is not a party-level thing. In 2019, how will Nigerians vote? How should they vote? Okay,
but you know I'll be partisan, so...
Well, I will challenge you.
They should vote for continuity. They shouldn't give up on the change that they voted for in 2015, based on the fact that in Nigeria, you actually need 2 terms, really, if you're going to change the entire system.
Okay.
And that's the journey we're on. We started in 2015. We've laid certain foundation. Give us a chance. You will see the fruit 2023.
So people should vote continuity. What would you say people should vote for?
Okay, that's a bit...
How should they vote? It's not a function of party now.
For me, vote for what you believe in. If you don't believe in it, don't go for it. Don't give it a second chance if you don't believe in it. But if you believe in it and you believe strongly that the strategies are right, everything is going in the right direction, go for it. But right now, like he said, that if you want to go in at this time, it's done and decided. I would differ on that, because even as we speak, I do not know the number of people that are coming out, even without my own locality. So it's not cast, in stone.
So they should introduce themselves to us.
Exactly.
We can still vote that way.
We still need to know you.
I think I need to make that clear, that that's not for the voter. I'm saying if you want to run for office, you've got to get in, because every day you're losing. It's 10 months. It's less than 10 months, really, to the elections now. For me, how should people vote? I think depending on whether the incumbent is running, whether for governor or for president, for whatever office,
whatever level it is,
whether the incumbent is running or not, there are 2 major questions the election is going to be asking you. The first question is, this incumbent, does this person deserve to continue a second term? If that person deserves to continue, then you vote for the person. But it's not one question. The other question is, if that person doesn't deserve to get it, you have to ask yourself, who deserves it? Because I think in 2015, we answered, in my opinion, one question. Does this person deserve to get it? No, go. We really didn't ask the question as to, so who deserves to get it? Because I think that happened by default.
So we're hoping that there'll be a deserving... But for me, I mean, you guys can either disagree or agree. It's a question of knowing what your rights are, knowing what you can do with your votes. And if you're running, you guys have clearly said, the chances are you may not get there. Chances, right? But it could happen. If it doesn't happen, do the Obafemi George way. Stick at it. It could take another... And you say in politics, how many years is 20 years? 20 years is 4 years. So even if it's 20 years, in 4 years, you might make it. That's 20 years. In 4 political cycles, you might make it. So as we go, final words from you.
I believe in Nigeria. We have a great future. And I believe that this is the generation that will take us into the promised land.
Be the change you want to see.
For me, Nigeria is bigger than the politicians. Nigeria is bigger than the political parties. Nigeria is all of us. And we need to start thinking for Nigeria rather than our political divides and colorings.
Okay, I think that's time to go. I must leave now. Thank you very much for coming. I may call you again. Who knows, just before the elections. We don't know what's going to happen. But the truth is, next week, we'll get to meet some of those people who say they want to run. Who Japheth says it just might be too late. But you just never know.
It's not too late.
No, Japheth. Because miracles do happen. Yes. But we don't know that it's miracles, but, you know, I mean, I always go the way of faith. However,
the last might become the first.
The first might, yeah, that's right. So whatever the case is, the truth is, if you want to run, start thinking about it. But the most important thing is go and get your PVC and show up, right?
Yeah, show up. Very important.
We'll see you again next week. Bye.
Thank you.
Before that, the next thing they're going to be saying now is, from what you have said, that it's already done. It is too late. Don't even try.
It's too late.
It's too late. But I think anybody who puts it...
I might go up.
No, but I think the coming out now... No, I think the coming out... No, I think... No, it does. I think the coming out now is a shame for work. It's established. But then again, as a person of faith, miracle.
Miracle. Even